this week we got some really exciting news. Our own Andy just released a video of over 5,000 photos of him walking through Epcot, and combined together with music and just an amazing video, and it has over 6,000 hits on YouTube.
14,000. Over 14,000.
14,000.
I should break 15,000 before midnight tonight.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yes.
It's gotten as far up as the vice president of Epcot, Dan Cockrell, and has appeared on Cast Member TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting that my video has been so well received among the community. 3 independent cast members have told me that Mr. Cockrell saw it, and it's pretty exciting. My friend and I, the photographer, back in the fall into the summer last year, had this idea to do this project, and we went to Canada. It was actually Star Wars weekend, and we shot a test run, about 300 photographs. It took us about 45 minutes, and we were able to plan some stuff out and really learn how to do it. And we sat on this idea for like 6 months.
Now it took you 6 hours to shoot this thing?
Yeah, to shoot all the photographs. Yes. It was very daunting, believe it or not. I think just taking a step in a photograph and a step in a photograph, it was the same step over and over and over again. It wasn't like walking. It was like, almost felt like I was waltzing down the sidewalk.
Right, as I was looking at it, because you can see there's a certain amount of coordination between you and the person doing the photographing, and like I was wondering, like, how far approximately did you travel each time? Was it just one step, like you pick like 3 paces, or like what was your set distance?
One step at a time, and they weren't even full steps.
Oh my goodness.
When we went around corners, we took smaller half steps and quarter steps.
Oh my god.
It was, I saw the sunburn line on my neck from where I was out in the sun too long, and it was a lot of fun. I think we set 2 world records that night, that day. One of most photos taken in a theme park on a given day, and the first person to ever walk around the World Showcase Lagoon completely backwards. He did not turn around. I was his eyes. And
oh my goodness. Well, see, that's the other thing. Like, how, like, was this like a pretty rapid sort of thing? Like, take a step, take the picture. Like, there wasn't a whole lot of downtime in between each picture. That was pretty much just a continuous.
Absolutely, it was a continuous. We took about 14 photos a minute. It was almost like a timing. You know, you could just step and you could just feel the timing. We were in a rhythm, and then there would be times where we would get out of rhythm and we'd have to go back and redo photographs, but that wasn't too bad. It was a lot of wear and tear on his camera equipment. So right now I'm looking into seeing if I can get a sponsor if I'm going to do another one, but I haven't made up my mind yet if it's feasible or how we would do it.
Well, I mean, we're looking at sponsorship ourselves.
Yeah. Well, Andy, I mean, if myself and Ian try it, do you think it would be, I mean, we would do it probably, I don't know if we could do a whole park, especially Disneyland. Maybe something like a DCA land.
It's more of a full circle thing.
Well, see, DCA does work because of right now you go around Hollywood, you would go through Bugs Land, and then you would go around the pier and then come back through Grizzly Park. So you could do it at DCA, not Disneyland.
Disneyland would be a bit more of
I don't know how you would. I mean, the only way you could really do it is just, I guess, walk back at parts, but that would get kind of boring for some people. I think.
No, you'd have to be a bit more creative doing it. Like, instead of following the person as one, like, you'd let them go ahead, and then like you'd show him walking off in the distance, and then pick him up again, entering a new land. I think that could kind of give you a transition. Because I know Disneyland doesn't have such a refined shape as Epcot.
Right.
Because what Andy does, you follow him completely around the park. He's always in front of him, really. He's a couple of times to the side, but really you're always right there. You have to show him walking away from the camera and then walking again towards it, and that would be a way to, like, I think, transition between lands and kind of show that, okay, we've gone ahead, moved forward a little bit. So like how a movie can kind of do that with panning out and panning in.
I've watched this video probably 20 times now. It's because of editing it and showing it to friends and people. And I now understand how to improve upon the first take and things that we could do to make it better and more entertaining if I do ultimately decide to do a second one. So the next one will be better than the first one if one does come around. But I haven't made up my mind yet if it's feasible or if we'll even do it.
Well, not bad for a first try.
Yeah.
We pretty much winged it as we went. We did a dry run probably 2 months ago. We just walked through the park and we're like, oh, let's walk through here, let's walk through
I
there.
was going to ask that, like, how much planning went into the route? Like, could you set out on a specific thing, or is it just sort of like, let's go down this path? Like, were like restaurants or attractions ever really considered for the whole idea of it, or is it just kind of go in and walk around?
Absolutely. We thought about each and every country of how we would shoot it. And Canada, you really can't walk through it because there's so much confined space in the back with the stairs, and that's where we did our test shot. So we decided to just walk past Canada and to make our way through the other countries as best we could. So I think it turned out really well. We winged a lot of it as we went, but when we did the dry run and we walked through it, we planned out, going through the Japan gift shop and going through the Moroccan marketplace.
I really like the Moroccan marketplace scene. That it came out well. Just that's probably one of my favorite countries in Epcot altogether. So.
Now, when you were doing this, you got a lot of questions from people. You even put it in the video. They're like, did you have like a little group eventually start following you around kind of for a while as you did this? Or?
Yeah, it was, we started in the front of the park, and by the time we made it to the entrance of the World Showcase, people were like, we saw you at the front doing this. What are you guys doing? And we just told them that we were shooting stop motion, and it would be on YouTube. They could go and see it, and it was a lot of support. Nobody ever complained. Nobody. I thought I was going to get in trouble. Security came up to me a couple of times, but realized as soon as they started talking to me, they wanted to ask me if I was in the Air Force, and they told me their grandchildren were in the Air Force because of the shirt I had on. Never had one problem filming the whole thing.
Forget security. You have Dan Cockrell on your side as vice president.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I would love to hear from him if he ever hears this recording. I'd love to hear his thoughts.
Hi, Dan. So, yeah, I mean, this was very impressive. In fact, when I first started watching it, I was like thinking, how did he do that?
Magic.
It was a lot of planning, a lot of work. My iMovie actually could not handle the 5,000 photographs.
I was saying, like, that's a lot of photos we're putting into that.
Yeah, we tried importing them, 21 gigs of photos, and iMovie pretty much froze up after about 21 hours of importing. So then I had to start over at ground zero with Final Cut, and I had to teach myself Final Cut to learn how to edit. So a lot of work went into learning how to edit.
My goodness.
Wow.
A completely new experience with that. Wow.
Absolutely.
Be sure to check out the video on YouTube. We're probably going to put it up on the main web page. Hint, Jared.
I'll get it.
Check it out. It's Epcot in 5,000 something photographs. Yeah, like 5,000, 6 hours or something like that.
Yeah, if you even just type into Google right now, Epcot, I'm on the front page. So
Yeah, it probably is.
I made it onto the local Orlando news website.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was very impressive. To me, almost as impressive as Dan Cockrell seeing the video.
Yeah. So, yeah, check out Mice at Work Creative Content Advisor Andy's video, 5,000 plus photos at Epcot. YouTube has over
14,000.
It should reach 15,000 by midnight tonight. And it's amazing. Trust me. We'll see it.
You got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little bit smart.